Hit center. Hit just left of center. That was a hit, a little close. That was a hit, I'm not sure where it was, but I saw the spalling come off the target. Hit center.
You guys make it too easy. Hey everyone, I'm here at SHOT Show 2018 at the Rise Armament booth. As you guys know, I did a video with them back at TriggrCon back in August of last year up in Tacoma, Washington. That was my first time really getting to shoot any of your guys' guns. I'd heard about your triggers. Your guys' RA140 is super popular because it comes in at a really affordable price and feels really, really nice. So seeing that you guys make guns, I was obviously curious about if that quality kind of carries over. And the ones that I shot at TriggrCon were phenomenal. They felt great, they shot great. But this year, at the range day, I got to shoot your guys' 6.5 Creedmoor. And it was like, what, 960 yards or something like that?
Yeah.
So I've never shot that far before in my life. I was like, okay, yeah, 960, I'll try. I'm not expecting to do anything with it. But I think my first shot, the wind pushed it off target, changed my hold, and every single round after that was a hit. And that felt really good to hit it that far consistently with that 6.5 Creedmoor. So you guys have been doing 308s for a while, but you guys are getting into 6.5 Creedmoor. Can you talk a little bit about that?
Yeah, absolutely. So this is our 1121 XR, and we are offering it now in the 6.5 Creedmoor. Before it was available in 308. And one of our goals with all of our products is to make shooting accurately easier, and so that definitely applies to the 6.5 Creedmoor. So top of the line, everything on it. It has our RA535 advanced performance trigger in there. Has a super fast reset, virtually no creep or over travel, and it really makes, we actually developed it for competition shooting, but it makes precision shooting that much easier, a lot easier to stay on target.
Yeah, it's, again, triggers are one of those things where you can't really appreciate how good they feel unless you actually get your hands on one. If you guys haven't tried one of the Rise Armament triggers, again, the 140 is a great place to start out, but was it 434 and the 535 are, again, big steps up, and you're getting something for that added investment, in my opinion.
Yeah.
And again, seeing you guys expand into something like 6.5 Creedmoor, which has been wildly popular with competitors, getting a extremely accurate, good shooting 6.5 Creedmoor and a semi-automatic rifle is something that I'm really excited about, and I love seeing, because it's hard to justify just going to a bolt gun when you can get the same or similar accuracy and fast feeding that you can get with a semi-auto gun like this one.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, the accuracy is going to be as great as you're going to get with any kind of bolt gun. And then you also have more customization options too, because our handguard is M-LOK compatible, so you can do all kinds of different slings, attachments, things like that with it. And it's also incredibly lightweight too.
Yes,
I
absolutely.
mean, that's with the bipod and silencer on, but with without the bipod and everything, it's under 10 pounds. So.
Wow.
For
That's awesome.
a long-range rifle, it's really great.
Yeah, and again, it's hard to appreciate it until you shoot it, but again, I'll be rolling that footage in of me nailing at 960 or whatever it was, just with no issue whatsoever. And even my friend who was out there with me on the range day has probably never even shot to 100 yards. He's a very new shooter, and he was able to make contact at 960.
Awesome.
So that to me speaks volumes. But you guys also have some other new stuff for 2018, is that correct?
Yeah, absolutely. So we just debuted a new handguard. It's our RA905, 15-inch. It has, it's M-LOK compatible and has 6 QD points for the ultimate customization. It has 3 in the back, 3 in the front as well. It's incredibly easy to install, comes with all the hardware you need, and is also anti-slip. And anti-rotation as well. So the skeletonization also makes it a little bit more lightweight and helps the barrel cool faster as well.
Yeah, I know some people freak out when they see the lack of rail sections along this area here. But I mean, honestly, for 95% of shooters, if not more than that, you don't need that rail space. You need the front sight and that's it. If you're running nods or something like that and you want like a D-ball or one of those lights and lasers, this one looks like it can accept rail sections in between.
And it actually comes with a rail section as well.
Perfect. So you can put that where you need it, so you're keeping that weight down and not adding extra bulk or anything like that, which also gives you a really good opportunity to get that thumb over if that's the way you like to shoot, and keep it really, really controllable, have a lot of control over where that muzzle's pointed, which is obviously a really nice thing.
Yeah.
You guys are also working on charging handles too, right?
Yes, we have a new charging handle. It has an extended latch. It's made of a little bit heavier aluminum, so it's incredibly tough. And with the extended latch, it makes it easier to just charge with the one hand.
Right. Yeah. And again, when you're looking at something like this, it looks like we got a little bit more of a lip back here on the top of it. I'll probably have to roll in a close-up picture so you guys can see, which I would imagine helps with kind of gas mitigation if you're running it suppressed. But having a nice big latch that's angled forward enough where if you have to do single-handed manipulation, catch it on a belt, on a pocket, that's going to actually catch on there. And it's an aggressive texture without being something that's going to chew up your hand. I've used other charging handles where I'm doing like 1,000 rounds over 2 days in a class, and I'll have to put on a glove because it's just tearing my hand up, whereas this doesn't feel like it's going to do that. So that's a pro in my opinion.
Yeah.
And you guys are maybe thinking about looking at low mass bulk carriers?
Yeah, I can offer a little sneak
a little
peek.
Tease of it.
We will have this coming out later this year.
Okay.
So I know people are really excited about this on our team. So
nice.
We'll have more info coming on that later this year.
Awesome. So maybe by TriggrCon later this year or something else, we'll be able to talk more about it. But keeping it lightweight, keeping the guns running fast, something like a low mass bulk carrier is definitely going to help with that.
And help with the recoil too.
Help with the recoil, yeah, absolutely. Having less weight moving back and forth means less felt recoil for the shooter, and that's always a good thing, I think. Anything else you guys are working on or excited to be pushing out?
We're working on a lot, not a lot that we can talk about right now,
obviously.
but we're always innovating, always introducing new products. So.
Awesome. Well, and again, the RA 140s are extremely popular. All their other triggers are extremely popular. There's no shortage of reviews online, and so check those out because nothing beats people actually out there running them, getting experience with them. And so I'll try to find a couple and link down below. I'll also link below the video I did with these guys last year at TriggrCon and shooting the guns we shot out there. I've yet to be disappointed, and that's always a really good thing with a company. So you can definitely expect to see some Rise Armament stuff coming on my channel in the future, at least maybe a trigger or two. And I'm definitely interested to see these charging handles. Are these shipping now?
Those will be shipping in a couple of weeks.
Okay. So by the end of the month, probably by the time I get this video up, depending on how much time I get to edit, this will be on the market. And when that happens, I'll have a link below for this as well. So if people want to know more about what you guys are doing, where can they look?
You can find us at risearmament.com and then also on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram.
Awesome. So again, I'll have all that stuff below. Definitely check it out. Do yourself the favor of following them, and you'll see what's coming down the pipeline. Probably when these are going to be released, they'll post it there. If there are any developments with the low mass bulk carrier or anything else, you guys can find it there. Camille, thank you very much for talking to me.
Thanks so much, Ryan.
And we're going to be doing a lot more coverage here at SHOT Show 2018, so stay tuned for that. Again, check below for all the links. But as always, I hope you got something out of this video, and I really appreciate you watching.